Hello and welcome to Paradox Computing! Ha ha ha! So here we are in my evil lair. And we're just having one final look at the door locks. I know it's taken us a few episodes, so we're just gonna everything is finished now. We've got a smick final product to show you. So, yes, please observe, for your consideration, the correct password. Welcome. That puts our redstone signal to the left. Just pretend there's a door there. That'll be open right now. And then after 6 seconds, it shuts and asks you for the password again. So how was that achieved? We put in our password here. It broadcasts the password over to our server box here. We can see here, got a message from computer 173, which is that computer. It got the password that we put in, which was ASDF, at the time of 3:09 p.m. In-game, which doesn't seem right at all. So I'm assuming in-game time must have been screwed up somehow, but whatever, what of it? And then it, because all of that was correct, it broadcast that back to our computer here, and said that was, it got the message that this is the correct password, and opened the door for us. So let's see just how it did that. And more importantly, we won't go through everything. Go back to previous episodes if you kind of want to see how we got here. I'm just going to show very quickly the changes. Now we've installed a break command, or a break password, a break code, to end the program and throw us back to the command prompt. Now, let's see how we did that as well. Also, you'll notice that the password's up there in stars now. It's a very neat little trick. I'll show you how to do that too. So, to do that, we edit lock client. Because this is the client side of our locking system. And this is a program that's going to go out to all of the doors in my place. And as you can see, we've got it here on the disk drive. Okay, so how do we do this? What we have here is a new variable called breakit, which is actually equal to FDSA. So here where we ask the user for their input, the first thing we do is check if the input is equal to breakit, FDSA. If that's true, break the program. Now another change here, so that will kick the user back to main prompt. We've got another change here of input equals read bracket inverted comma star inverted comma bracket. So I've been using io.read up until this point. Read works just as fine, so you can just use read with the closed brackets without this in the middle. But if you put this in here, it's going to mean everything that your user types in is going to appear on the screen as a star. So they can type in the password, and what's going to appear on the screen is stars. It's very useful, just because two people can be looking at a monitor at the same time, so you don't want them. Yeah, you don't want that. Cool. Well, you don't want, you might not want someone seeing the password. So moving on, any other changes? We've got breakit. This is all the RedNet stuff. So this is when we send the server what the user put in. We wait for the user to send, for the server to send us back, if it's the right password or not. And then we open the door for them or not. And basically, unless we meet all those other statements, it's just going to print up on the screen, denied. Just for 1 second, this os.sleep command, that's what that does. It just pauses the program for a second while that's up on the screen. Then it's going to clear the screen and just ask us for the password again. So that's the client side of it, ladies and gentlemen. So, just a few small changes to the server. So Control T is working for me now, finally, and I can end that. Now this one doesn't have an os.pullevent raw command thing in it. I didn't show that just before. I think I've shown that in previous videos, but let's just show that. So at the very top here, os.pullevent equals os.pullevent raw means that the user cannot just press and hold Control T to break the program and get kicked back to main prompt. The only way they're going to be able to do it running this program is if they know your secret password of breakit, which is, in this case, is FDSA, and I am going to be changing that obviously before posting this video online. But okay, so we have broken this program. The idea being the server here is in a very secure room, so we shouldn't have people tampering with this. And I have had people tampering with this, changing what the startup file was and stuff, and it's been fun. So security is now, after I deploy this update to the locking system, everything's going to be locked down. As far as I know, there shouldn't be a way to break this. So post in the comments if there is, and I will acknowledge it in the video. But yeah, this is a very polished product, which you could put on your doors. So let's have a look at edit lock serve. Okay, so what have we got in here? What's new? So that's that's what our password is equal to, ASDF. Time, this new time command. So all this does is basically just give us, give time the value of the in-game time. So if you want to use that, just pretty much copy and paste. This, if you put to true, will give you 24-hour time instead of 12-hour time. And basically, this os.time, if you just have that, it prints out in like an unreadable, in an unreadable way. But this time equals text utils.format time. That makes the time look like a normal time, which you can actually read. So that's what that all does. Apart from that, it's all pretty much the same. We just get the input from the RedNet. We assign the values of ID and input, so that's going to be the idea of the computer that sent us the message and what the message they sent us was. Real simple, and then if the password's right, we send back to that same computer either true or false, and that's all that this program does, and that's all it needs to do. So we'll just exit that, and yeah, so that's pretty much how that runs. Now, just real quickly, if we just go ls, we've got the program here of lock serve, but actually what we also have is the startup file. Now, this is actually important. You gotta make sure that this program is actually called startup on your computer. So if we edit startup, you're going to see that's actually the exact same program as lockserve. I just copied lockserve to startup. And to do that, I'll show you real quick. The command's real simple. It's just copy, so it'd be lockserve in this case to startup. Bam. That's what you do. So, and then what that means is this, basically whenever the computer restarts, so let's hit reboot, it's going to run whatever the startup file is. So coming up, and blank screen means it's running our server program that we need it running. So when I go around to all my computers to upgrade, I'm actually going to be copying, let's just exit this, and ls, I'll be copying the lock client to start up on all of those computers. Cool. So another computer that's running a password program as its startup file is our little local box here. So this one, as you can see, no modem on it, so this is not connected to our server. I wanted this one to just be its own little standalone unit. So how's this one work? I'll just show you, but it's very simple. So ASDF to open, and then it'll actually, because I'm going to be running in and out of this room a lot probably, I don't want to have to always put it in. So what I'm telling it to do is wait until I tell it to close the door. But we've gone through this in previous episodes, so I'm just going to display the changes. So we've got FDSA, we've got another break command, or password, and so let's just edit, we'll edit startup. Yep, edit is not with a capital A. Everything's case sensitive. Okay, so editing startup, and what we've got here is we've changed this one so it now displays stars like the other ones. And what else have we got? We've got the os.pullevent equals os.pullevent raw to stop people from pushing and holding Control T. And we've got our IO read here. Really, there's not that much. A lot of this is just behaving exactly the same, except it's not looking to a server. It's looking to just these commands here. So we've got if password. Here is where we find out what the password is. Here is what we find out what the break command is. I could assign those to variables up here, so I could just say correct and break it like I did on the other one, and then have that written down here. Pretty much it's the same thing though. I don't know. If I do end up, I don't know, maybe selling this as a software package on the server, which, yes, we've got a very awesome currency system on this server. Highly recommend it. Come check it out. Yeah, I forget what the name of the mod is. I'll find out and put it in the comments. But basically, you earn money by killing mobs, and then you can spend that money at stores and stuff. And you can set up your own stores. So I'm probably gonna be selling a lot of this software in the stores. Should be fun. Should be cool. And then I'm gonna have to start dealing with software piracy, and I bet it's gonna be rampant. But fuck it, it's fun. I like doing this. Who cares? So if I do package it, yeah, I should make it easier to use, and create those variables so people can change it easily. But whatever. So I hope that wasn't all confusing. Please post in the comments if you've got any questions, any suggestions. Of course, if anyone can think of any way to improve this system, I would love to hear it. I'll probably do a Q&A episode coming up. If anyone's got, to answer any questions people have, or put forward any suggestions people have, maybe make some changes and stuff. I'll definitely give credit where credit is due, of course. And yeah, so thanks so much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe if you feel the need. Would muchly appreciate it. Stick around for the next videos because we are done with locks. I don't want to look at them again. We are moving the fuck on to mining turtles. Yes, we are, and it's going to be awesome. We've already got some cool stuff lined up, some pretty wacky programs. We've got I'm sure I got mining turtle. Here we go. We got wireless. We got wireless turtle, and here we go. Yeah, wireless mining turtle here. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. And yes, be looking out for these crazy little guys coming up in an episode soon. Cheers. See you soon.